All right, time for that Morgan Journal. Floor edition. Just laying here on the floor and figured, well, might as well bang this thing out. Hi, Butch. Anyways, so let's get it. What is today's date? Today is the 25th. So I gotta go back to next Tuesday because today is Wednesday, the 25th. So 25, 24, 23, 32, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. So, Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. So, for starters, per usual, I picked her up after work. She ate at her mom's. I forget what she had, but that doesn't really matter. Then we went down to Cumbies, like we always do, so she can get a drink. Usually it's slower, then she can just get a Gatorade. But while we were there, I wanted to get some kind of a snack. But Cumbies doesn't really have too many snacks, at least not the one that I go to. So then I was thinking about it, and I asked her, I was like, isn't there a Dollar General or something down the road? And there is. So anyways, we went down there. I ended up getting, I don't know what I chose. I got like chocolate peanut cluster things, those generic. They're almost like fake peanut M&Ms, but they're thicker. The cluster things, those are good. I got those. I got I got two kinds of gummies. One of them was Airhead gummies. Those are pretty good. They were goofy. They had like shapes and stuff, balloons and glasses, and like you could, I don't know, build it up, make faces and stuff. I didn't do that because I'm not two, but. And then I tried. So remember that Stripes bubblegum? It's like a zebra was the logo, and it had the green, white, and red on the package. Well, I'm pretty sure that was every kid's favorite bubblegum, or whatever. Yeah, it's bubblegum, right? Is it chewing gum or bubble? I don't know, probably bubble. Anyways, when I was a kid, I know that was my favorite. So they had gummies of those, and I was like, let's try them. Yeah, well, they sucked. They were not good. Then again, I don't know. Maybe the gum sucks too. It's been years since I had any. Probably last time I had some was like when I was 10. So maybe the gum was terrible and I just didn't realize during those days. But yeah, those gummies sucked. And the worst part is I saved them for last. So I had like nothing good to flush them down with. You know what I mean? Usually you like to save like the best thing for last. Just because of how I used to like the gum, I thought they'd be the best. They weren't. They sucked. Anyway, what did she pick? She found, I think she chose, what the heck did she choose? Something like, Jolly Ranchers, or not hard ones, though, like soft gummies as well. Jolly Ranchers or something, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, practice. This time practice was weird because, so we've never gone to that first field that we used to go to. It's ever since that one time that it was kind of cold out, we've always gone to the other field. But anyways, why it was weird is because there's like the fields in the front. Now there's been a lot of people going to those. So those always have somebody there. So there's a field further back, and that's where they were practicing at. So if you stayed in the car, you can barely see them. They're so far away, but whatever. Anyhow, probably shouldn't be doing these at 10 at night. Anyhow, so after practice, what did we do? I feel like I got her ice cream, but I'm trying to remember from where. Was this the day that we went to Wendy's? Did I talk about Wendy's yet? This might have been the day we went to Wendy's. No, I already said that one because she was talking about how she thought it was drizzle and it wasn't drizzle, it's actual ice cream. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we didn't get ice cream. No, we had to have. I've been getting her ice cream after the game every time. I don't know. But anyways, something I just forgot about too. I gotta back up. So I pick up the kids before school, or to bring them to school, I should say, every morning. And today, I ended up. So what happened was when I was on the highway, the highway was blocked off. Luckily, it was right at the exit that I needed. So to a certain extent, it didn't really inconvenience me. For some people, though, I thought it must have really inconvenienced them, like truckers and stuff, because the way it works is it's one of those highways where you take the exit and you can only go, say, northbound, and then the next exit is to go southbound. So I was like, oh, if any of those trucks needed to keep going straight, like, this is a pain in the dick right now. The highway's blocked off. You're going the wrong way. Ugh. Anyway, and then I was just thinking too, the highway being blocked off, and they make you go this way. What if you needed to go somewhere past this exit? Like, I was just thinking about how inconvenient that must be. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with that. So, at first, like I said, I was like, luckily this is right at my exit. I don't have to deal with any of this. But what I didn't think of was, yeah, it's right at my exit. So now everybody is getting off the highway at my exit. Which means now we're getting a huge backup, which I didn't think of beforehand. So yeah, I get off the highway and there's a gigantic backup, and the biggest problem is there's a light, and the light. So there's two lanes. One is dedicated for straight. One is dedicated to go right or straight, and then the other is dedicated to lefts. I need the lefts. And that light is ridiculous. Under normal circumstances, it lets about 2 or 3 cars go as it is. So, but, well, I said under normal circumstances. That's always. But I guess what I mean is under normal circumstances, there usually isn't that many cars there. There only is like 2 or 3. So it's perfect. Everybody gets to go. Well, when you got a quarter-mile backup of traffic and all it's doing is letting 2 or 3 cars go at a time, it's ridiculous. You're sitting there forever. Plus, that light doesn't change green for, I don't know, it's red on an interval of like every minute, minute and a half. And then it changes green, 3 cars go, then red for a minute, minute and a half. So, yeah, that sucked. Basically, I got off the highway, it was 7:17, and I didn't get through the light until 7:31. Which, technically, I'm supposed to be at work at 7:30. So, just getting out of the light, I was already late. And I didn't even have the kids yet. I still had to drop them off. Man, sitting on the floor looks stupid. And it's getting me all congested while I'm trying to talk. Can I just put this here, maybe? Then I don't even have to hold it. Hold on. So, yeah, that was the first thing that happened. Then the second thing that happened, I think... No, was this the same day? I think something happened later, but I'm drawing a blank, actually. Hold on, what day would that have been? That couldn't have been Tuesday. Was it? I think this was Sunday, actually. I don't know. I'm just going to save it for Sunday because I don't fully remember. I thought something else happened on Tuesday, though. I had the incident with the stupid traffic. And I thought there was something else. I don't know. But yeah. So anyways, fast forwarding back. Now, we got back to the apartment, and, usual, do homework, take a shower, and, I know, we had a few minutes, so, dang hiccups now, it's so annoying. But anyways, so yeah, we, had a few minutes to spare, so we just watched TikTok. I feel like that's kind of a waste, but, like, what am I going to do? She takes her shower, and it's, like, 8:20. We don't have to get going until 8:40. What am I going to do for 20 minutes? We going to play a video game? No, that's impractical. We're going to watch a movie? No. I don't have TV, like cable and stuff, or satellite or anything like that, so that's not really an option to just throw the TV on. So that's why we just end up doing TikTok. It's, like, the closest thing to TV that I have. You kind of just swipe through the videos, you're changing the channel. So that was Tuesday. Thursday, the 19th. Oh, this day was actually pretty cool. We didn't have practice. I don't fully remember why. I think it wasn't raining. So I think what happened is it did rain earlier in the day, and so they just canceled practice just because, the grass is all wet and stuff. So yeah, that was cool. I hate that these stupid practices are on my days. I didn't sign her up for this nonsense, and she doesn't want to do this nonsense. It's just her mom being annoying and a loser and doesn't know how to hang out with her kids. and making her sign up for these stupid sports because she wants her to do them. Not because Morgan wants to do them, but because she does. I'm going to have a full TV forecast on its own just talking about this in the future, so I don't want to sidetrack too much right now, but still, it's just annoying. I hate this that it's on my days, Tuesday and Thursday. Basketball was on my days, and at least basketball was only Tuesday, and I hated that. But, like, this is both my days now, and it just sucks. Especially with homework and everything, it makes it so my visit is nothing. I pick her up, and we barely get to do anything together. I pick her up, we go get a drink, then I gotta rush to her place so she can practice. After practice, we come home, she has to do homework, take a shower, and then either if it's Tuesday, we gotta get going so that I can bring her back to her mom's, because, forbid if she sleeps over on a Tuesday. Or if it's Thursday, I gotta go, or not go anywhere, but, she takes her shower because she has practice. Normally I'd let her skip, but with practice she gets sweaty, so she has to take a shower. And then it's like, at least we don't have to go anywhere. So say it's 8:20, like on the Tuesday. Well, we're not going to waste time watching TikTok. We have a little bit more time. We could throw on like a movie or something. Some kid movies are pretty short anyways, like 70 minutes. That's an hour and 10 minutes. So, 8:20, the movie's done by like 9:30. I know it's not the most responsible on a school night, but at least we can sort of enjoy some time together. But still, it's like it's cut into, when she was smaller and she didn't have to do all these dumb sports and didn't have school, it was so much funner. I used to go to the park with her all the time. I mean, the job I had during those days when she was younger was a lot more lenient. And so, like, I would dress according to knowing that I was going to pick her up. So, like, I'd wear jeans to work and sneakers or something. That way then I could go to the park with her and be a little bit more practical than going to the park in, like, slacks and dress shoes, I can't really do that now because my company's a little more formal. You only have, casual Friday, but actually, I don't even know. Everybody wears nonsense. They're all the women. It's really just me and one other guy that dress up, but I just feel like that's the protocol. And not to go on a tangent, but it was funny because one day, so the way I wear my clothes when I go to work is if I wear a long sleeve button down, I wear a t-shirt under it. And if I wear a polo, then I wear one of these under it. So recently, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, I was pretty warm. It was warmish outside. I was doing a lot of running around, so I was starting to sweat. I think I had to box up tooling and stuff. So it was getting hot. And like downstairs, well, I say downstairs, that's where my office area is, but like I don't want to say the heat was on, but like it was kind of warmish, but I don't want to mess with it because there's other people down there. When I was down there by myself, I don't care. I'd crank the AC. I don't care. They're not going to know. But I got neighbors now. I'm like, well, I can't make them cold just because I'm uncomfortable, so I just deal with it. So anyways, I took off my shirt and just had the t-shirt on, and then, I went upstairs, and some people saw me, and they're like, oh, I had to double take. I never see you just in a t-shirt. So, in a way, that was kind of cool, though, because it makes me think of, like, Pursuit of Happiness. Remember when he's in his interview, and they ask him, so he's dressed up like a bum because he ended up spending the night in jail when he was painting his home. Some kind of nonsense happened and he gets arrested, but then he gets out and he's able to go to his his interview, but he doesn't have time to change back into his suit. And, they ask him, is this how he always dresses or whatever? And the guy's like, no, every time I see him, he's in a suit. And it's just, that's what I'm all about, too. I like the image of looking good. So, it was kind of cool when they said that, oh, that's why I had to double take you. I never saw you in a t-shirt. Because it was like, okay, that's cool, I kind of have a reputation of dressing decently. It's good. I mean, I do, but, it's cool that people notice and that it's weird if I'm wearing a t-shirt. So anyways, back to the main story. Thursday, we didn't have practice, so that was cool. Trying to remember, did she... I don't think... She had, I don't know. She must have had dinner. She always has dinner. I couldn't remember if she did or not. I feel like there was a day somewhere in there that she didn't feed her, but she had to have. I don't know. She probably had dinner. And I don't think we got drinks. We always do, but we didn't have practice, so there kind of wasn't really a need to. So I don't think we got drinks. But what we did do is we went over to a friend's, just because they had made some dinner. Well, kind of for me. So we went over to get that. We stayed there, right? Yeah, we stayed there for a little bit. I don't think we watched TV though. Yeah, I don't think we watched TV. So what happened? Well, the kids were playing, or were they playing? Yeah, they were playing. They were upstairs. That's why I don't remember. They were upstairs. So what the heck? We didn't watch TV? I guess it doesn't matter what I did. Who cares what I did? So we were there. She was upstairs playing with the kid. Well, I don't know what they were playing. I think they were doing Pokemon card battles. And yeah, we weren't there super long because, you know, she still has homework and I want to be able to enjoy having no practice. But yeah, so we stayed there maybe for only like an hour, I think. An hour, maybe a little more. And then after, did we go to get a drink? Maybe we got a drink then. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, what day was that? Nope, that was Sunday. Was that Sunday? No, maybe that was... Yeah, that was Sunday. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Well, I thought I knew this more. Jeez, that's why I'm trying to do this now, because I was thinking I could do this Saturday. I got all day. It's not my weekend with her, and I don't have any plans or anything, so I'm like, I could, you know, get up, do this at like 10 in the morning, but I'm drawing a blank now. I mean, I still remember some details. It's just I can't remember. I know we didn't have practice, but did we get a drink or did we get ice cream? I don't think so. Did we go somewhere? Did we go to Walmart? Nope, I went to Walmart on Friday. Huh. How about anything else? No? That's kind of annoying. Well, anyways, I don't know. I don't know if we did anything after. I think we did. I'm not entirely sure. But I do know there's more stuff. So obviously we came home. She had to do her homework. Because there was no practice, didn't have to worry about a shower. It's not like she's gross and sweaty. And then we watched a movie, which actually it's conveniently like right here. We watched this guy. Boop. Looney Tunes Back in Action. This movie is from 2003. And I've had this for her for a very long time, and it still was never opened, still never chose it. What's that creepy looking reflection? Oh, that's just me again. Wow, that's kind of meta. It's me reflecting off the box, showing back into the camera. But anyways, yeah, so it was still shrink wrapped and everything. I wouldn't say I've had this since 2003. I mean, she was born in 2012, so obviously I don't have it since before her time, but I've had it long enough. Definitely since like 2014 at least. I know she was young during those days, so I bought it just, you know, pre-planning for when she was older. But yeah, never picks it. I just say this because she always chooses the same movies over and over again. And so this one, she didn't even choose. It was me. I came up with the idea. And when it was time to watch a movie, ironically, she was going to choose. I say ironically because she always wants me to choose. I like it better when you choose the movie. And, yeah, the one time that I'm actually ready to choose, and she was starting to choose, and I was like, what are you choosing for? I thought you always made me do it. I have something in mind anyways. And she's like, oh, okay then. And I busted this out. And, two things about it. One, it wasn't bad, I guess, you know. For what it is, it's decent enough. Two, some of the CGI was pretty crappy, though. I mean, you know, like when they're holding something and they're like this, you can clearly tell they're just like this, and then they CGI something in there. So it just looks ridiculous. I'm pretty sure there's one scene when they're like moving around and they were supposed to be holding Daffy Duck, but like they couldn't keep the CGI in line with it. So there was times where they were like this and they're not really holding anything. Daffy's just kind of floating around aimlessly. But other than that nonsense, it wasn't bad. One thing though that sucked is I'm always tired. As the week goes on, it's like Monday, I'm pretty solid. Tuesday, I'm a little tired. Wednesday, it's, you know, it starts to get there. I'm a little sleepy. Thursday, I'm really, and then, I mean, hold on. And then by Thursday, I'm really tired. And then Friday, it's like, I always think, oh, it's the weekend. I'm going to stay up late. And then by like 11:30, I'm like, so much for staying up late. So,
what I'm trying to get at is Thursday, I was tired and I fell asleep. So I saw most of the movie, but not all of it. I don't know how much I missed. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe I saw 45 minutes of it. So it's, how long is this? An hour and a half, like most kid movies. Yeah, 92 minutes. So maybe I saw about half, maybe a little bit more. But yeah. So then I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, dang it, this movie I've been waiting for forever for her to choose. I mean, I don't think of it every day, but every time I open that drawer and I see it, I think of it. And now we finally watched it and I fall asleep. But anyway, that's it. Obviously, after the movie, we went to bed because it's a Thursday night. And yeah, Friday. Well, I guess the only thing of note for Friday is when we got there, Culliver was having cereal, and so we knocked on the door for him to open it for us. And then he says, so she had a key just in case, because what happened was one week we got there and he was still sleeping. So I had to, because Morgan says, I can't reach. Well, I can, but there's a screen, so he can't hear when I'm knocking. I'm like, seriously, kid? So I had to go to his window and knock on his window and wake him up to come let us in. So, ever since that, now she has to bring the spare key just in case. So then we can get in. It's for the basement, though. The keys are different. I'm pretty sure all the doors have a different key. The front door, the back door, and the basement all have different keys. But anyway, so that's what we have to bring it for. So anyways, he opens the door and he says, I thought you had the key on you. And she says, yeah, the key is just in case you're not awake. We're not going to come in through the basement when you're sitting right here and can open the door for us. Duh. Oh yeah, there was two things. The second thing is, so like I said, we got there, he was already eating cereal. Like it was already in the bowl. Milk, everything, he was going. Now, Morgan gets there, she had to still prepare her cereal and stuff. And yet, despite that, she finished before him, well before him. Like, she finished her food, then had time to get dressed, and he was still dicking around with his cereal. And I'm sitting there thinking, seriously, kid, I ain't got all day. I gotta bring you guys to school so then I can go to work. And on top of that, he eats so ridiculously. He's got cereal, and it's just... And it's like, oh my word, kid, you're eating cereal. Do you really have to be that loud? I'm not the only one that hates it, though. Apparently, there was a story that my daughter told me. Oh, I said that. Morgan. I call this the Morgan Journal. I guess I'm just used to talking about her with people at work that don't know her. I just say my daughter. But anyways, she was telling me a story about one time how his dad was home. It must have been like a Sunday. I say that because he works second shift. So like a lot of times he's not home for dinner and stuff, obviously, because he's at work. So this must have been like a Sunday, maybe a Saturday. Then he have to work. He has to work a lot of Saturdays, but it could have been a Saturday on one of the weekends that she's not with me. And anyways, I guess he was eating obnoxiously like that, and he was making fun of him. But of course, for some weird reason, their mom sticks up for him. She's always so pro on his side. And I don't understand why. For some reason, he's definitely the favorite kid out of the two, and I don't get why. There's a lot more positive qualities to enjoy about Morgan than about him. I mean, one, she's really smart. Two, she has a lot of friends. She easily can make friends. He has 0 friends. She has a ton of friends. Like I said, she's smart. What else? I don't know. She's fun to do things with. Like, I mean, like, things like kits. Like, those kits that you can buy. Like, I got one that I got to do with her. I keep forgetting. It's to make crystals. So, like, since she's smart, that's something you can do with her. She can help you with it. She enjoys it. She wants to see the process. A kid like him, he don't care about that. You know, he just wants to, like, I don't know, act like an idiot and watch some kind of dumb nonsense on YouTube. You don't care about doing crafts and science and stuff. So, I don't know. But anyways. And when he was younger, he was such a pain in the dick. He was such a brat and everything. He's not a little, he's actually a lot better now that he's a little older. I mean, he's only going to be 7. He's not super old. But, you know, compared to when he was like 3, oh my word, I could not stand him when he was 3, 4, 5, in that range. He was such a dickhead. But anyways, point is Morgan was never like that. So far, I don't want to jinx anything because they always say girls are a problem. Oh, girls. Oh, you got a daughter. I'll wait till she gets to be a teen. And I'm like, that's what everyone says. But so far, I haven't had any problems. You know, they always talk about terrible twos. Didn't have it. She was fantastic. You know, babies. You always hear the stories about being awake all night and the kids crying and stuff. Never. She was super easy as a baby. She always woke up in the middle of the night and fussed a little, but all she wanted was a bottle. Get her a bottle, pop it in her mouth, boom. There was only one time I had an issue other than that, and it was she messed herself. Changed her diaper, gave her a bottle, boom. Right out. Right back out. So far, her entire life, she's been a pretty awesome kid. So, I don't know. But anyways, like I said, no one drinks anything. That would suck. I feel like something's got to be coming though, right? She's been way too awesome all along. Going on 10 years with no problems. I don't know. Hopefully this streak keeps up. But anyway, so yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so his dad, and then his mom, though, defends him. Well, sometimes you can't eat with your mouth closed and stuff. And it's like, this is how this kid eats over cereal. You can't eat with your mouth closed with cereal. Even if you eat with your mouth open, do you really gotta be like huffing and sapping and stuff? It's cereal. Like, what the heck? Who puts a Cheerio in their mouth and has to be like over Cheerios? Really? So anyways, that's the only two things I really had about that. It was just, man, once she left the table and I was there alone with him and I'm just watching him eat, it was like, oh my word, kid, you are annoying the F out of me right now. Are you almost done? Like, you should be. What's stupider too is he took a little bit longer too because he gave himself more when he finished. He finished like the same time as Morgan did, but then he gave himself more. But he gave himself the most ridiculous, tiny, worthless amount more. Like, he dumps the bag and about 15 Cheerios come out, and like he's like, that's good. And I'm thinking, what was the point of that? You don't even want more. What's the point of that? That doesn't even count as more. Like, what are 15 Cheerios gonna do for you? Really? Anyways. So now Saturday. This is what, the 21st? Yeah. So what had happened is this weekend was supposed to be, well, not supposed to, it was very hot. Very hot. We went from having very temperate, springish type weather, you know, highs of like mid 70s with lows of possibly down to like the 40s, you know, average spring weather. And then the weekend was supposed to be ridiculous though, mid 90s both days. I think Sunday was hotter. I think Saturday reached a high of like 92 and Sunday was like 95. The crazy part though is the nights really cooled way down. We had desert weather for sure. Because like Saturday was hot and I put I put a fan in the window and the cool night air, it cooled my room right down. I mean, literally I woke up in the middle of the night at like what was it, 1:30 or 2 o'clock, somewhere around there, and I was cold. I turned the fan off. I was like, how does this make any sense? It was ripping hot all day and now I'm cold. And the same thing happened Sunday. It was super hot Sunday. And I ended up oh yeah, after I dropped her off. And I get home and I'm outside and it kind of hits me and I'm like, it's actually way cooler out now. It was like almost chilly. It was weird. It wasn't chilly. My car was saying it was like 70. But I mean, compared to 95, that feels chilly. You know what I mean? You go from profusely sweating all day because it's so hot to 70 now feels cold. But it was crazy though, the drops that we had. Butch, what are you looking at? There's nothing over there. What are you looking at? Anyways, back to Saturday though. I'm not trying to jump around. So, originally what was supposed to happen was she asked me, her mom asked me, I think it was Friday? Yeah, it's probably Friday night. Was it Friday? Yeah. She said, oh, I have to work on Saturday until 9:30, so can you stay around? I mean, so can you pick her up at 9:30 instead of 9? Because I'm supposed to get her at 9. And I was like, I guess. So the whole logic behind that is because apparently Cullen gets like scared or whatever to be alone. But the thing is he's not alone. His dad's home in the bedroom sleeping. Like I said, he works second shift, but he works a weird second shift right now. They're in like a transitional phase. They finished. I don't know. He's a minor. You know what I mean? Not an underage person. He's a minor. Like they build tunnels and stuff, and I guess that technically counts as being a minor. So they just finished one tunnel, and now they're working on a new tunnel. But since they're in a transitional phase, they don't have. Really uncomfortable. I shouldn't be sitting on the floor. My leg keeps going to sleep and my back's hurting. I can't get this camera to look right. Like, it seems straight, but then it seems like the background's all weird and crooked. Ugh, I don't know. Anyway, so they're in a weird transitional phase. Some of the guys are still like cleaning up the old site, and then you got a lot of new guys at the new site. So now there's training that's going on, and yeah. So anyways, his second shift is weird now. I think normally it's supposed to be like 3 to midnight, but right now it's like 3 to 2. Or, 3 to 2. So, anyways, he doesn't get home until like 3. So, you know, obviously he's still sleeping at 9 when I would come. So the whole point of me picking up Morgan at 9:30 is so that then he wouldn't be home alone if I were to pick her up, you know. He would have her until her mom or their mom gets home, and then she's home with them too. I say it like this because, you know, James is there. Like, they're not home alone. But anyway. So that's what it originally was. Then she texted me. Was it the same day or was it yeah, it might have been the same day but later. And she's like, never mind, I have to work until 10:30 now. So I guess you can just pick her up at normal time. Just make sure that James is awake. So yeah, so I got there at 10, picked her up. The thing about waking up James was super easy though, because basically as soon as I opened the door, Colin's "Daddy!" yelling, "Daddy! Sissy's dad's here, you gotta get up!" So that was super easy for me to make sure he was awake. I didn't have to do anything weird like, "Hey, are you awake?" This is really awkward. I don't think I would have done that anyways. I would have made one of them like, "Go wake him up." I'm not going in there, that's weird. But yeah. So anyway, since this day was supposed to be super hot, she has a soccer game. So the plan for me was, I have one of those cups that, you know, keeps things cold for X amount of hours and keeps things hot for X amount of hours. Well, the cup works super good. I don't remember what the time limit is on cold. I think it's like 16 hours or something, but it works fantastically. Every time I've used it, it has not let me down. So what I did was I put it in the freezer on Friday night, and I made new fresh ice for her too. So in the morning, took it out of the freezer, filled it up with ice, and the plan was to bring it. That way then whatever Gatorade she got, we could put in there, and it would stay nice and freezing. And she'd have a nice cold drink throughout the whole entire game. So yeah. Additionally, her mom's plan was she threw a bunch of water bottles in the freezer, and the plan was to take a couple of those to the game. That way then they would have time to melt, and then she would have nice cold drinks. So anyways, when I got there though, Morgan was filling up some water bottles for herself, 2 of them. And then, I don't know, I guess she wasn't supposed to do that, because when James came out, he was like, "Oh, we're not supposed to," well, Colin wanted to do his, and he was like, "We're not doing that now." And then Morgan's like, "I already did mine though." So then he's like, "Oh, well, just leave, just take one then." So she's like, "Well, how about I put the other one in the refrigerator? Because if I put it in the freezer, now all the water that I just put in there will freeze, and then it'll just be a big, huge block of ice, and I won't have any water." So they're like, "Yeah, okay, that makes sense." So she put it in the fridge instead of the freezer. Anyways, so what I did was, instead of going to Cumbies, I just went straight to Dollar General. I figured I had a little bit of time. You know, I pick her up at 9. Her game's not until 10:45. So I wanted to explore that Dollar General just to see if there's anything different than typical. There's 2 Dollar Generals close to me anyways. One right down the street from my job, and one, well, it's not really right down the street from anything, but it's not that far away from me either. So I just wanted to see, you know, it's kind of like going to GameStop. I like going to different GameStops because they all have different pre-owned options. So I just like to explore what could be in the store pre-owned. So yeah, I just wanted to explore the Dollar General. It was basically pretty basic. This one seems to have a little bit better of like a refrigerator and freezer section, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't really care about that. So yeah, we went there. And then I tell her to choose a drink, and of course, she's difficult. I don't know what I want. I don't know. So I'm like, the Gatorades. Which Gatorade do you want? I don't know. Finally, she ends up choosing one. She chose the lemon lime one. And then what the heck did I pick? I don't remember. Did I pick a soda? Maybe. Did they have something different there? I don't know. Obviously, I got a drink. I don't know what I got, though. Can't remember drinking it. Well, yeah, I got a 7-Up, and then I didn't drink it. That's why I can't remember drinking it. Because, did I get another drink somewhere else? Why didn't I drink it? Oh yeah, I had a chocolate milk too. I got a chocolate milk from there as well. So I drank the chocolate milk, and I didn't have the 7-Up, and then since it was a hot day, obviously after the game, the 7-Up was warm, so I wasn't going to drink it then. So yeah. So anyways, we did that. I picked up a couple of things from there as well. I bought a book. I bought Iron Man 2 book. It's an actual novel, just the novelization of that movie. And what else did I get? I think we got some snacks or something stupid. I had a few things, not a lot, but a couple things. Anyway, then after this, I went to McDonald's for breakfast, just the drive-thru. Personally, I'm not a fan of McDonald's. I've said this a million times. Their selection sucks. Their prices suck. They don't have any deals. Like Wendy's has the biggie bag and such. Burger King has the 2 for $5, 2 for $10. They have the limited dollar menu, the 4 items on the dollar menu. McDonald's has nothing. They suck. And recently, their customer service always sucks too. They're always idiots. You gotta order the same thing 42 times. Like, I'll talk about this in the future. Something happened on Sunday because the reason I end up at McDonald's is just circumstantial. Okay, I don't go there because I'm trying to go there. The reason I chose this McDonald's is because it's the only dang place that sells quick breakfast along the way to where her field is for her game. If there was a Burger King, I would have happily went there. Or there's a Taco Bell nearby, but it doesn't have breakfast because it's a KFC Taco Bell and they don't have breakfast. So McDonald's was my only dang option. So anyways, of course, when I get there, I say, do you want anything? And she's, I don't know. And she's difficult. I'm like, well, I know she's going to want something, but why you got to be so difficult? So I ended up just getting her a hash brown. Kind of boring, but she's so difficult. It's not like I could get her anything funner. What did I get, though? I think I got 2 burritos and a sausage, egg, and cheese griddle. But anyways, so then when I got to the window to pick up the food, the person that was working there is somebody that I know from way back in the day. I mean, I used to work with her back at McDonald's, actually, when I worked in the town that I live in. She worked at that one, and ironically, we both had a second job at Dunkin' Donuts as well. So, like, there was times that I would work with her on Friday nights at McDonald's, and then we'd work together Saturday morning at Dunkin's. So, anyways, yeah, she's at the window, and she sees me, and she just has, I don't know, she's, like, people, when they do stupid things, like, they see somebody they know, and they give them, like, the middle finger or something dumb, or, well, her dumb thing to do was to say, what are you doing? Go home. No, she just said, go home. Go home. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I quickly started analyzing that response, and I didn't know what to say because it was just so stupid. Like, first off, she's acting like I'm a stalker or something, like just her demeanor and how, like, her face and stuff was like I'm a stalker, and she's like, oh, great, this guy again. And it's like, at the end of the day, I haven't seen her in well over a year, and when I did see her, I wasn't stalking her again. She used to work at KFC. So I saw her when I was just going there for food. Like, it wasn't for her. It was, I was hungry. That's why I'm there. Now she's at McDonald's, and I just happened to run into you. I didn't know that you were working or anything. So one, I'm thinking, that's a weird reaction. Like, I'm not here because you're here. I just happen to be here, and you happen to be here. The second thing I thought was, go home? For all you know, I could be working on going home. Like, maybe I'm just making a pit stop to get food on my way home. Third, though, is you can't tell me to go home. I can't go home. I'm out and about, and I'm here. I'm specifically here at a restaurant that I hate and would have no intention to ever go to. But I'm here because it's on my way to where I need to go, which is her game. So no, I'm not going to go home because I can't right now. I can't go home for at least another 2 hours. And then I'm also thinking, go home is a weird reaction in terms of business. Like, the owners wouldn't want me to go home and then they miss out. I mean, McDonald's is so expensive nowadays. I don't remember what I paid, but it had to have been like 12 to 15 bucks. That's not like a lot, but still, that's 12 to 15 bucks that they'd miss out on if I just went home. I mean, I did already pay for it in the back booth, but still, you know what I mean. And then, what else did I think of? Yeah, then she's saying go home, and I'm thinking, what? What's your game plan? Am I supposed to come here, pay for food, and then, oh, you said go home? Okay, I won't get my food and just leave because it wasn't ready yet. Like, she saw me, and the window was open for some reason, maybe from the last car, and then that's when she yelled, go home. So it's like, what? Am I supposed to just leave without my food that I paid for? So anyways, that's the thoughts that went through my head. Like the second I said that, it was like, go home. And it was just like, all these thoughts. And I didn't know what to say. I was just sitting there like, you're an idiot. That's the only thing I could think of. But I'm like, I'm not going to say that. So I said nothing. I just waited for her to give me my food. I was like, I don't know. Is this rude? I have no idea what to say. I don't have anything for you right now. So anyways, I got the food, finally. No, it wasn't really that long, actually. But yeah, I got the food, and then we headed out to her game. I got there pretty early. Nobody was there yet, so I was able to get a cool spot. So the whole parking lot is dirt, but there is a little paved section. It's in front of the basketball courts, so I was able to get a spot over there. I guess it really doesn't matter. I got to drive through the dirt anyways, but still. Yeah, and then she got ready, got her, cleats on and all that, the shin guards and stuff. And then when it was time to go, because they're supposed to get there early so then the girls can practice a little first. So the game's 10:45, but they want you there at 10:25 to do a little warm-up and all this. So anyways, when it was time to go, she grabs the water bottle that she brought, and I was like, you're not going to take the Gatorade? And she's like, no, because I feel like it's going to fall, and then it's going to leak out, and then it's just going to be wasted. And I'm like, I planned this whole thing out for you with this mug, for you to not even use it? But anyway, yeah, and then as we were getting out, her mom and James and all them showed up as well. And right away, her mom's like laying into her, yelling at her about something stupid, and it's just, that's how she always is. And it's like, oh my word, seriously, you haven't seen this kid literally all day because you've been at work, and the first thing you think is to yell at her? The first thing I think when I see her isn't to yell at her. I'm like happy to see her, and it's all like, oh cool, we're gonna hang out and stuff. Now, oh Farnley, I see you. I don't understand the logic with this person. So yeah, and then she's like, where's your ball? And she's like, I don't need it. We're playing the game, but we're gonna use one ball. And she's like, well, your brother wants to use it. And she's like, seriously, why can't he bring his own ball? Because your ball's already here. So then we went back and got the dang ball so that he could play with it, which he didn't. So that was really a waste. But anyways, yeah, then the game, at first it wasn't too hot. 10:25 were there. But as the game went on, it definitely started to get hot. And I got burned a little on my back. It cleared right up after a day or so, but at first I was pretty red. My face was too, which I don't understand how, because I had a hat on and I had it pretty low. Like it was I felt like it was shady. I could see, I didn't see the sun, but it still got me. I was all red. My beak was all red. Under my eyes was all red. But anyway, so yeah, I'm still on Saturday, huh? So let's see. Oh yeah, they put this girl in too who sucks at goalie. I don't know why they always put her. She's terrible because she doesn't put any effort in. She kind of just stands there and lets the ball go, and then it's too late. I don't know why they keep doing that. They keep losing. Every game they've had so far, they lost. This one they lost too. I don't entirely know what it was. It was either 5-2 or 4-2. The only reason I don't know is because there was one potential point where the people clapped and stuff, but I couldn't tell if they were clapping because the other goalie blocked it or if they were clapping because it was a point. Because it was the other team that was clapping, but I couldn't tell what the claps were. I couldn't tell if it was like, oh, good job, other team, and getting a point, or if it was, yeah, we blocked it, good job, our team. I couldn't tell. Like, it wasn't overly enthusiastic. That's why I couldn't tell. It was kind of just casual. But still, they were clapping, and I was like, this is throwing me off. But I didn't see it. Something distracted me. I don't know. Maybe Cullen was doing something, or I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about something, so I didn't really see the play. Plus, it's way down on the other side of the field, so I mean, you can't really tell what's going on unless you're right there, anyways. So I don't know. It was either 4-2 or 5-2. Either way, they lost like always. And half the reason is that crappy goalie girl they put in. I'm like, there's got to be something better she can do. Why do they always put her for goalie? Why does my background look so weird? Look at that over there. Where's my finger? Doesn't that look all like jiggly? Like a low-res TV? Even over here. It's so weird. Do you see that, or is that just me? It's weird. Anyways. So. The game. Yeah, they lost. Now, after the game, what did we do? Oh, yeah, we went back to Walmart. I didn't want to go to Walmart because my whole point was because it was supposed to be hot, so that's why I went Friday night. Did I go Friday night? I did go, but I'm trying to think. I thought... When did I have time to do this on Friday? I thought I was busy on Friday or something like that. How did I have time to... What was Friday? No, that's not the 13th. It was the week before. That was the 20th. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. I know I went on Friday, though. I got some stuff. Basic supplies, milk, and all that. Just can't remember the time. When the heck did I do this? Maybe it was right after work. Maybe that's why I can't remember. So it was kind of early. Like, I'm thinking I went later, like 8 o'clock. But maybe I went early, like 4:30 or something. And that's why I can't remember. Anyhow, though. So, I ended up going back to Walmart, though, on Saturday, even though I didn't want. It wasn't originally my plan. That's why I went on Friday. But I got all these weird little zit things on my leg. Not to change the subject, but, like, I don't know what they are. They're annoying, but there's no heads or anything. Anyways. So what did we get? We got strawberries. I got some strawberries for her. Oh, yeah, we got ice cream. Mint chocolate chip this time. And then we got some chocolate chip cookie flavored syrup to put on it. And, Andy's mints to add. You know, extra minty. What else did we get while we were there? I know I had to get some serious stuff. What was it? Did I have a basket or a carriage? What else did we get? I know there was definitely something else serious like that. Well, not serious, but, you know. What did we get? I didn't get milk. I didn't get... Oh, yeah, now I remember. I did go on Friday. And I did go later. I thought so. I went at like 8. Like I thought. I left at 8. Like I thought. What did I do before that, then? I don't know. It doesn't matter. This isn't about me. This is supposed to be about what I do with Morgan. Anyways. What did we get? Did I find her a movie? No, that was Friday. I don't know. I know we got some other things, too, though. Strawberries, the ice cream. I might have gotten a bunch of moist for Butch. I'm trying to think, because I went to self-check. I'm trying to think of the bag. I put everything in the bag except for the milk, I think. So what the heck else did I have? I don't know. Got some stuff, though. Anyways. Yeah, and then after Walmart, I made some kind of a joke with her. I said something we could do, and she said, well, even if we do something else, we have to go home first, because then otherwise the ice cream's gonna melt. And I was thinking, I didn't say it, but I was thinking, I guess you got a point there. I'm used to winter, you know, you can go do whatever the heck you want in winter. Your drinks stay cold, your ice cream doesn't melt. It's not winter when it's 92 degrees out. Oh yeah, that was something else too. Her mom had her wear a tank top underneath her jersey. So after the game, she took her jersey off and all she has is a tank top on. And I just felt awkward walking around like that, like with her like that. Like, I don't know. It's just like she's a little kid wearing this tank top. And it was just like, ugh, wish she had a real shirt. This is so uncomfortable for me. I mean, maybe nobody was thinking anything, but that's not how I would dress her. It just was so weird and just felt like scummy and stuff. I don't know. It also felt semi provocative, and it's like I ain't trying to be with. She's 9. I'm not trying to promote provocativeness, but like I don't know, it's just thin straps and ugh, I did not like it. Like I would have rather have gone home and got a real shirt for her and then gone to Walmart, but like Walmart was right there. We had to pass Walmart to come back from where her game was, so like I'm not gonna go home and then come back, you know. But it was just super uncomfortable for me. And even though it was uncomfortable for me, if she has that stupid shirt, she probably wears it with her mom anyway. So I'm like, what difference does it make? You know? Even if I don't allow it, she's still wearing the stupid thing. Ugh. Anyways, like as an undershirt, it's fine, but for normal, it's super awkward. But anyways, so then we went home. What time had it been? Oh yeah, her game was over around 12. We got to Walmart. So we probably got home around 1-ish. So I was thinking of taking her swimming. I was gonna go. We have a YMCA right near where I live, so I look up the YMCA because I wanted to see A, pricing, and B, the time for swimming. Yeah, well, turns out the Y closes at 2 o'clock on the weekends, which I thought was kind of stupid. Like the Y is like a leader in gyms, if you want to say that. It's been around forever. It's a big enough franchise. There's a bunch of locations. And I just thought it was weird that on the weekend they close at 2. The other thing that didn't make sense is I've been to birthday parties, not for Morgan, but like she was invited to them. So there were 4 other kids, you know. But and I'm pretty sure those parties are like at 1. So I'm like, what the heck happens? Like the place technically is closed and we're just here having a party? It's weird. But yeah, so I'm like, well, what the heck? This is dumb. So then I looked it up and I'm like, well, Sunday the open swim is at 9. So I was like, we could get up early and go swimming in the morning. But then I was thinking that would be fun, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose. The whole purpose of swimming during the day is because when it's hot, A, that's when you're going to want to swim. And B, I mean, it gets us out of the heat. We're in a building that's, well, it's warm because, you know, they keep the pool area warm, but still, it's climate controlled. You're in the water, so you feel good. Like, even though it's hot in the room where the pool is, you don't feel it when you're swimming. So, yeah, but like 9 in the morning, it's not hot yet. So I'm like, ugh. So, anyways, there's this other place close by to where my mom lives. So I checked that out, and it was kind of cool because they're actually open until 5. And ironically, or coincidentally, I think the word would be, their open swim opens at 2. So it's just kind of funny that the Y closes at 2 and this other place opens. Well, it doesn't really open, but you know what I mean. The swim opens at 2. And the prices I thought weren't too bad. It was $10 per adult and $7 for child. So, you know, $17 for me and her to go swimming and for like 3 hours, it's not bad. Or at least that's what I thought. I don't know. Maybe it is terrible. I don't know. I didn't think it was bad though. The best part about it when we were there was nobody was there. There was us and there was a Chinese family, and the mom didn't swim because they had a baby, so she was staying out with the baby, and then the dad was with the son. And the son was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, and he seemed like he was learning how to swim. Like it seemed like the dad was trying to teach him. So they stayed in the shallow end, and Morgan, she's pretty good at swimming, so we were all out in the deep end. The other thing too about the deep end, she can handle it. She was doing the deep end just fine. But the other thing is this place, the pool, they have like a ledge all the way around the pool. So you can stand. You can be at the deep end at the 9-foot area, but there's a ledge that you can stand. And so that helped her too to be able to stand there if she was getting tired or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make it sound like there's the deep part and then there's a ledge. The ledge is only like, I don't know, this long, this wide. It's wide enough for you to put your feet on and stand for a minute. And that's about it. So that helped too. But otherwise, yeah, we had the deep end to ourselves, and they had the shallow end to themselves. And then they left way earlier than us. We stayed, so you can be in the swim until 4:45. I figure they have that time because they want to close by 5. So allowing the swim until 4:45 makes it so that you have 15 minutes to get out, get changed or whatever, and then go. That way, then by 5 they can still close. So anyway, we stayed the whole time. Well, I think we left at 4:40. I figured close enough. Whatever. We don't need to stay the whole time. 5 minutes isn't gonna kill us. But yeah, that other family, they left, I don't know, maybe after an hour and a half. And then we had the pool to ourselves for a little bit, and then this other larger group came in. Not huge, but, like 3 kids and 3 adults. But they all stayed on the shallow side too, because of the kids. The kids were all smaller. So it was cool. We still had the deep end to ourselves. So yeah, another thing I forgot too was the girl that was working there was pretty dumb. I paid her money, and then I'm like, oh great. Well, actually, first she tells me the prices, and she can't figure out how much the total is. I'm like, $17. Like, I didn't know 10 plus 7 was that hard. Then I give her a 20, and I'm like, oh great, is she gonna be able to figure out that I get $3 back, or is this gonna be too hard for her too? Can't believe how dumb she was. And, like, the worst part is, she was the only one working. I'm like, how do they trust this retard? Seriously? And then it was weird, too, because there was one part where there must have been a swim gym going on or something as well. And she goes in the back room, and she's, like, yelling at us because, you're not supposed to be in here. And it was just like, what the heck? This dumb girl, like, she was, like, wicked aggressive, and it was weird. Like, she went from being this dumb retard to, like, aggressively yelling at these kids. It was weird. It didn't match up at all. It was like, is this the same girl? What the heck? Anyway, after we're done swimming, I didn't even bother getting changed. Morgan didn't either. I said, just take your towel. She had it wrapped on her. I'm like, just leave it like that. Keep it like a dress. And for me, I had a shirt. I threw that on, kept my trunks on, and just left. I was like, whatever. I'm not wasting the time to change. So then what we did was, we went to Dunkin's because I wanted butter pecan frozen coffee. And I got her blue raspberry colada. Then we went home. We took showers, freshened up, put on some clean, dry clothes and stuff. Then we went out to Bentley's. It's a restaurant, like a mom and pop restaurant, I think. I don't think it's a chain or anything. For dinner, I usually like to go there for their mac and cheese with barbecue chicken in it. It's super good. But I wanted to switch it up. So this time I got meatloaf with a side of mashed potatoes and squash. It was pretty good. And then there's a mall right nearby too. So we went to the mall because I just wanted to go to FYE and GameStop. It's the only 2 things in the mall that I like. Everything else I don't really care about. There's some stores that are kind of cool. Like, if I was trying to, like, waste time and make the mall be a day, I could definitely spend a couple hours there. But typically when I go to that mall, it's only for FYE and GameStop. But, like, there's a couple of cool hobby shops that I could walk in, and check out some stuff. I probably wouldn't ever buy anything from them, but they still have cool things that I could look at. And, yeah. But anyways, at FYE, I actually found a lot of stuff there. I got Friday the 13th, parts 5 through 8. I'm looking over there because it's right there. I got a Batman collection, which, the Chris Nolan trilogy. I have those movies a million copies over. I'm just a huge fan, and I collect everything that I can find of them. So I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same as what's been out for years now. But it's got a new slipcover. So I bought it for the new slipcover. Unfortunately, though, I found the same dang collection at Target for $20 when I paid $25 at FYE. I didn't know. I thought it was like an exclusive to FYE. They had one copy, and where's my hand? I'm trying to say the one copy, and I can't even see my hand. So they had one copy, and even the employee was like, oh man, the manager, he was eyeing this. If he saw that you were getting this, he'd be so heartbroken. So I thought for sure, like, oh, okay, this is like a cool, like, limited edition thing. Maybe just FYE has it. And then I find it at Target. They have like 5 copies of them for $20. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I paid $5 more for nothing. Literally. Stupid FYE. I mostly just go there for CDs. That's what I go to FYE for, because I know everything else is a ripoff. CDs and movies, actually, older movies, because, you know, some stuff you're not going to find at Walmart or anything, but you could find it there, especially in their used section. Oh, that's another thing, too, I got from FYE. Hold on, give me a second. I got these stupid slides. So, you know, huge Batman fan. It says Batman in there, too. And I saw these, and they were $20 on sale, and I was like, I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, do I really want to get these? Because they're kind of cheap. I mean, they're like a piece of crap. And for $20, I'm like, that is a lot. Like, they're not even worth $5. Never mind 20. But then I was like, I don't know. It's Batman. It's kind of cool. I mean, I don't really care about the camo design, but at least it's dark. It's not like green, so it's not true camo. So I'm like, I don't know. I'll just do it. It's something cool and different, you know? So yeah, I ended up with the slides. It's kind of ironic anyways, because my other slides that I have are, they're comfortable. I like them, but they're starting to get beat and worn out. And so I've been thinking, like, crap, I'm gonna have to get new slides soon. So then I saw these, and then I was kind of like, well, maybe this is, you know, my calling. Here they are. I found some new slides. So anyway, yeah, and I got, like I said, I got that movie, the Friday the 13th. I got the Batman one, so 1, 2, the slides, and I got I just had it. Why am I drawing a blank now? Oh yeah, a 21 Savage CD. So this, I'm not really a fan of 21 Savage. I actually always make fun of him because he's always so boring. He's monotone. He sounds sleepy in most of his songs. I'm 21 and I just made a new hit. Can you even start to believe that bullshit? Like, he's just boring. But my brother likes him for some reason, and he's always sending me songs by him on Apple Music and stuff. So I actually have 2 21 Savage CDs. I have Issa and I have this other one. It's Free Guap. Free Guap is just an EP with 7 tracks on it. It's like 20 minutes long. It's super short. But the thing is the reason I have these in the first place is because I found them at FYE and they were on sale. Issa, I found 50% off. So I think the sticker price was like 20 something bucks. So obviously I only paid, like, let's say it was 24. I only paid 12. And then this one was 75% off. So the sticker price was 21 bucks, but after 75% off, it's like, what, 525? So I was like, man, what the heck? So that was the first thing I had in my hand because I saw it by the door. But then I was like, I don't care about 21 enough. I'm not going to get this. But then when I ended up finding the Batman movie and the Friday the 13th movies and those slides, I was like, well, now I have a bunch of stuff. I might as well just add on this stupid CD for $5. Like, what difference does it make at this point? So yeah. Anyhow, at GameStop, I got nothing. Like I said, I only like to go to look. Actually, no, I didn't get nothing. But let me just finish my first thought. I only like to go to look at the used stuff. And they didn't have anything different. So it was a bust, I guess. But I didn't get nothing. I forgot. Morgan likes to collect the Pokemon plushes that they make. And they have Scorbunny and Grookey out now. At least those are the 2 different ones I've seen. They've got to have the other one too, whatever the water one's name is. But yeah, so she ended up choosing Grookey. So I did buy a Grookey, but that was it. I didn't get any games or anything, just Grookey. Yeah, I think that's it. Then afterwards, we just went home. Yeah, back roads. I asked if she wanted a drink, to make a stop to get a drink. She said, no, I'm fine. So we just went home. Back roads, 100% back roads. A lot of times once I get into a town, the town over from where I live, there's a highway on-ramp, and I just take it. I always think this never makes sense. I take back roads all this way to take the highway in the home stretch. So this time, I just back roads the whole thing. I was like, might as well just commit. And then when we got home, first thing she says is, do I have to take a shower? And I said, why would you have to take a shower? We just did like 3 hours ago. And she says, I know, but sometimes you're weird and make me do this. And I'm like, what? You must be confusing me with your mom. When do I make you take a shower after you already took a shower? So, anyways, we went in, and then I made us some ice cream, you know, sundaes. Well, I filled up a bowl for her and a bowl for me, and then I just give her the toppings and let her fix it up how she likes. And then we watched We're Back. It's that Steven Spielberg animated dinosaur movie, We're Back. It kind of reminds me of like Steven Spielberg's version of A Land Before Time. and then I was thinking about it too. That movie came out in '94, and I was like, what was up with him and his dinosaur obsession in the early '90s? Jurassic Park was '93. Then he's making an animated We're Back in '94. I'm like, what the heck? '97, Lost World, still on track with dinosaurs. I'm like, what was up with Steven Spielberg's dinosaur phase? But yeah, so anyways, when she first chose that, I said, are you sure this is what you want? Because it's short. It's only like 70 something minutes. It's a tiny bit over an hour. And she was like, that's fine. If when it finishes, we can just watch something else then. Like maybe one of the open seasons. Those are short, right? And I'm like, not really. They're normal length movies. They're like an hour and a half. And she's like, well, that's fine. So anyways, we watched We're Back. And then when it was over, she was tired, though. So we didn't watch a different movie. She wanted to go to bed. I said, no, wait, we want to watch another movie? No, I want to go to sleep. So I figured she was probably tired, though, because, we did a lot of physical activity. 1, she had soccer. 2, we were swimming for 2.5 hours. And 3, it was hot. And, hotness probably drains you, too. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. But it probably does. Between being sweaty and uncomfortable and miserable. Emotions are kind of flaring because you're hot. So yeah, that was the Saturday. And now Sunday, what's the date? The 22nd? So yeah, this started out, she got up, I think she got up at like 9. I didn't get up until like 11. I heard she was up at 9. I fell back asleep. I woke up at like 10. She wasn't bugging me. Normally she spies on me like 5 billion times waiting for me to be awake, and she didn't. And I wasn't ready to be up. I was comfortable and stuff, so even at 11, I wasn't ready to get up. Like, if I was just home alone, like, if it was a weekend without her, I wouldn't even have gotten up then either. I would have continued to try to sleep. But I was like, I gotta be responsible because she could be hungry or something, waiting for cereal. So I was like, I gotta. So anyways, I got up at 11, and then we, did the usual. Had some cereal in my bedroom, and we watched Sonic Boom season 1, which is actually a pretty good show. I like it. So we watched season 1, disc 1 when we were having cereal. Then when that ended, I said, well, now what do you want to do? And she says, I don't know. And it was hot, and I didn't really know what to do. Like, it's not, my living room's even hotter. Like, normally we'd probably go play Minecraft, but I was like, ugh, I'm not even feeling that. So she was like, I guess we can watch another movie. And then I was like, well, we don't have to, because we just watched season 1. So now we have disc 1. So now we have disc 2 we can watch. So we watched disc 2. And then, let me think. Then we went over to that friend that we went over on Thursdays. We went over their house again for dinner, which consisted of peanut butter and fluff sandwiches. Actually, Morgan had nothing because, I don't know, I'm not hungry. And she was offered more than just peanut butter and fluff, too. She had anything. Anything that was in the house, she could have had. Macaroni and cheese, pasta, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and fluff, anything. I'm not hungry. Whatever, kid. The point was to eat and watch a movie, though. So the movie we did watch was the live-action Fairly Odd Parents movie with, who is it? Drake Bell? There was other options that I wanted to watch. Like, there was one Wish Dragon or something. And there was another one, something about a dog. The dog runs away or something. I don't know. Something about a dog. But they're already watched. I already saw that. Whatever then. How about this? Did you see this? So that's why we ended up watching Fairly Odd Parents. Which was kind of weird. Because I'm used to when I was a kid watching Fairly Odd Parents animated. So it was weird to see like a live action version. I don't know. It was weird too because Timmy's an adult. I'm used to him as a little kid. So that was weird too. I don't know. The whole thing was weird. It didn't really give me the feeling of Fairly Odd Parents. And then you had this one fairy that kept trying to just do an Arnold impression all the time. That was weird too. It's like, why can't you just be unique? Why are you trying to be Arnold? if they wanted Arnold so badly, like the movie wanted Arnold so badly, why didn't they just hire Arnold? Why did they get this idiot to impersonate him? I don't know. So anyways, after the movie was over, I helped them bring an air conditioner upstairs. And then I was like, okay, I don't really want to sit around here because their place was hot too, just like mine was. And I was like, why don't I go to like the store or something just so we can walk around in the AC? So we went to Target because there's also a Five Below nearby. But we actually went to Five Below first because it was Sunday, and I don't know what their hours are. A lot of places close early on Sundays, and I didn't know what Five Below would be like. So we got out there at like 6. We went to Five Below first. I did get a couple things. What did we get? We got some candies. She got the Coca-Cola candies. I don't know why she likes those gummies. You know, I think they're gross, but she was pumped when she saw them. And then I got these blue raspberry things. It's something like, what are they? I don't know. It's something that's normally like Brock's or something, gummy bears, all flavors. But this was just blue raspberry. But they were actually really good. What else did we get? Oh, I got a poster, a Batman poster. It was pretty cool looking. Was it Batman? Yeah, I think it was. It was pretty cool looking, so that's why I got it. And, what else? I don't know. Did we get drinks? Yeah, I think we got drinks, maybe. Yeah, what did she choose, actually? I'm trying to think of their fridge. I don't know. I know it came up to be enough, though. I paid like 20-something bucks. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Then after that, we went to Target, which Target I didn't plan on spending anything, and it ended up being super expensive. I found a book for her. It's the sequel to the book she's reading now. I think it's called like Ivan and Me or something, and then the sequel is Ivan and Me and Bob or something. So I got her that book. First she looked at it, I'm like, ooh. Well, first I saw it, and it showed the sticker on the cover of the book she's reading now. And I was like, hey, look, a sequel to the book you're reading. And then she looked at it, and then I was like, do you want to get it? And then she thought about it for like a minute, and then she was like, yeah, okay. But then she kept making fun of the cover, because for some reason the cover's a little shorter than the rest of the book. I'm sure there's a reason to it. She just didn't explore it, so she just kept making fun of it. Why is the cover shorter? This is weird. But anyways, so she got that. I ended up getting the Batman animated series because I wasn't going to because it's $60. But I thought, you know, my luck, when I finally am ready and I feel comfortable, like, yeah, I got $60 to spare. I'll go and they won't have it. And then never will have it. That's how it always goes with these things. Any TV shows or movies that I see, I'm like, oh yeah, I can get it another time. And then it never shows up. So I was like, I might as well just get it now. I technically have the 60. It's money I wanted to save, but whatever. I can get it, and then I don't have to worry about not finding it in the future. And then what the heck else did I get? My bill was kind of expensive from there. So let's see, it's $60 for that. Her book was like $8. Oh yeah. That's what else. I also got 2 other movies. No, wait, that was Tuesday. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit then. What the heck else did I get? 60? Her book was 8. That's only $68. I don't know. Some other nonsense though while we were there. And yeah, then when we left, I said, "Are you hungry now?" Because again, like I was saying earlier, there's a McDonald's right there. Basically, it's a big plaza, so it's like the same. It's almost, you could say, the same parking lot as Target's. So she's like, a little. So I'm like, I'm not dealing with a little. We're just gonna get you some food. So now I go to McDonald's. I say, what do you want, nuggets or burgers? She's boring. She likes double hamburgers, plain doubles now. You know, she's a little bit bigger, so she eats more than just a regular hamburger. Anyways, like I said, with their terrible customer service, the moron that I'm trying to order from can't ever listen. I ordered the thing about 75 times. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? I said, can I get a double hamburger kids meal plain? So then, oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Double hamburger kids meal plain. Then what's he ringing? A double hamburger plain. Just a sandwich, though. And I'm like, that was supposed to be a kids meal. I dealt with this guy like 47 tries. Then finally someone else comes on. Hi, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that order one more time? Yeah, double hamburger kids meal plain. It's not even hard. Anyway, so I got her that. then I forgot that they give you two sides, extra fries or apples. So I said, what do you want, apples or extra fries? She chose apples, so I thought, okay, good choice. It's a little healthier than extra fries. And then I let her get a strawberry watermelon slush for the drink. And then I just got a drink too. I got a large, because it's all $1. That's the only deal McDonald's has. Drinks for $1, any size. So what did I get? I think I just got a Coke, no ice. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was thinking Sprite, but then when I got there, I was like, nah, I don't really think I want Sprite. I'll just get a Coke. So yeah, then at this time, I mean, it was like 7:30. So we got home, or we went home, I mean, and I guess it was like perfect timing, because when we got in the driveway and parked, she was like, "Oh, good timing. I just finished my food." Actually, at the light, she tried to get into her apples, and I guess she couldn't open them. So she "Can you open this for me?" Handed them up to me. I say at the light because we're sitting at a light near where I live. So I had to rip them for her. No big deal. I'm just something that happened. And then, yeah, we got home. She had to take her shower. And what time would it have been? Did we do anything else? I'm thinking no, but I'm not entirely sure. We would have gotten home. I think we left Target. We got there at Target, probably we left at like 7:30. Then we went to the McDonald's drive-thru. Yeah, so maybe went home and basically just had her take her shower and then dicked around on TikTok, if anything. Why can't I remember this? This was literally 2 days ago. Well, 3, I guess. It's Wednesday night at 11:14 right now. I'm trying to think of Sunday night at about 8. It's not that long ago. Why can't I remember? Well, we probably left 7:30, and then we would have went to McDonald's. Then we would have had to go home so she could take her shower. Did she even brush her teeth? I don't know. For the most part, it's not like anything else too glamorous happened. Obviously, we didn't have time for anything else, for a movie or video game or anything, so that's about all. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then when I got back to her mom, so she has her soccer bag and her clothes bag. And so when we got there, she gets out of the car and she says, "Okay, bye, don't mind me. I'm just going to San Francisco or something," she says. And I said, "Yeah, you're going to San Francisco with a soccer bag and another bag full of just dirty clothes?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, and you're going wearing pajamas?" And then she giggles and says, "Yeah." Actually, was that Sunday? That might have been Tuesday. Yeah, that might have been Tuesday. What was Sunday? What happened on Sunday? Oh, yeah, that actually reminds me, too. On Sunday, speaking of that, there's a light, the same light that I had to open the apples at. And this dang light always gets me. So it's red. There's 2 lanes. One lane is for turning only, turning left only, and the other one is for straight or turning right. Well, there's an arrow for turning left, and it always changes green before anyone else can go. And this light gets me every time. I don't blow the light or anything like that, but like, I see that arrow turn green, I let off the brake, and then I'm like, oops, and I'm back on the brake. So it's kind of just a little bit of a oops. Like, if I move a couple inches, if anything, but I catch it, and then I'm like, dang it, it wasn't time for me to go. Well, anyways, when I got to this light, there was 2 people in front of me, and the arrow changed green, and they both went. And I was thinking, are you serious right now? Like, I can understand the first guy, fine, he's an idiot. He's not paying attention. But I'm like, how did the second car not realize that we didn't have a green light? Like, are you just not paying attention at all? And you saw that guy go, so you're like, oh, I guess I can go. I'm like, how did 2 cars in a row not realize that it was the arrow that changed green and not the light? And then I thought, well, maybe they're together. You know what I mean? Maybe the car that was in front of me is following the car that was in front of them. Well, I ended up finding out that wasn't the case because I think one of them turned to get on the highway like I did, and the other one continued straight on the road that we're already on. So clearly they're not together if they're splitting up there. So I'm like, What the heck happened? People are that dumb? Seriously? I mean, that's how accidents happen, though. They're not accidents. It's just somebody's being an idiot, not paying attention. Case in point, oh, that car went, so I can go. Green arrow, yeah, that means I can go. Duh. Ugh. I've seen someone else do it, too, one time. Light changed, and they just casually blew it. I think I was right behind them, though. And I'm not an idiot. I saw it was the arrow, so I didn't go, too. But anyways, I think that story that I said was actually on Tuesday when we got back home. I don't think that was Sunday. No, that might have been Sunday. What did I wear? I don't know. It was one of the days. Just like one of the days there was a toad on the porch when we got there. And I pointed it out. And, she's looking like behind her, and I'm like, no. She's like, I know I saw that, and she's looking behind her, and I'm like, you're not even looking in the right area. You clearly didn't see it. The toad is right there. What are you looking behind you for? Oh, I thought you were talking about blah, blah, blah. No, I was talking about the toad, not blah, blah, blah. Actually, though, on Sunday when we got there, I remember James was up too. They were both up at the kitchen table, and they were like both dressed still. Like they didn't have pajamas on. It was weird. I was like, what the heck were they up to today or something? Anyways, that's all I got. So until the next one, which should be nice and short. That's my plan. It's just going to be Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So until that one, I said see ya.